what's happening? Oh, yes, the continuation of Diddy's sex trafficking trial. As you know, no cameras inside the courtroom. You see the courtroom sketch over here.
This is not just another celebrity scandal. This is the implosion of an empire. Sean Diddy Combs, once hip-hop royalty, is now standing trial in what may become one of the most shocking legal battles in entertainment history. From sex trafficking and racketeering to explosive violence, blackmail, and celebrity intimidation, the accusations keep piling up. And now, Kid Cudi, Cassie Ventura, and a former assistant have dropped bombshell testimony that could put Diddy away for life.
On Diddy Combs' trial, of course, we do know that today the music artist Kid Cudi, a celebrity makeup artist, and a hotel employee were among those who testified today. This is all in Diddy's federal racketeering and sex trafficking trial. Let's now go ahead and check in with Fox News correspondent Connor Hansen. He has much more on how today's proceedings went in court.
Grammy award-winning rapper Kid Cudi entered the New York City courtroom where Sean Diddy Combs is on trial for a third week. He testified about his brief relationship with Cassie Ventura, Combs' ex-girlfriend, who the disgraced rap mogul is accused of repeatedly abusing. Kid Cudi detailed a break-in at his California home that happened after Diddy found out he and Ventura were dating, and on another was set on fire with a RS Molotov cocktail. Ventura testified earlier in the trial that Diddy had threatened to blow up Kid Cudi's car while the rapper suspected Diddy was behind both. No one has been charged in either of those cases. In court, rapper Kid Cudi revealed a horrifying secret. His Porsche was allegedly firebombed with a Molotov cocktail back in 2012. The message? Stay away from Cassie. According to prosecutors, the attack was orchestrated by none other than Diddy himself. Jealous, vengeful, dangerous.
We begin this hour with the trial of Sean Diddy Combs, now in its third week. Yesterday, jurors heard the emotional testimony from Combs' former employee, Capricorn Clark. She alleges the music mogul kidnapped and threatened her. Combs has pleaded not guilty to federal charges of racketeering and sex trafficking. Jerika Duncan was in the courtroom and joins us now. Jerika, good morning.
Good morning to you. Capricorn Clark was the only person to testify yesterday, and throughout her testimony, she cried several times. Now, she said she met Combs back in 2002 and then started working for Combs' Bad Boy Entertainment 2 years later.
Deontay Nash, a celebrity stylist and close witness, took the stand and described in grim detail how Diddy beat Cassie Ventura in a Los Angeles apartment. He says Diddy used threats, violence, and even revenge porn as weapons to maintain control. Nash told the court Diddy wasn't just abusive, he was unrelenting.
Were there any other individuals around you aside from Mr. Combs and Mr. Offert in Central Park that night?
No.
What, if anything, did Mr. Combs tell you at that time?
He told me he didn't know that I had anything to do with Suge Knight, and if anything happened, he would have to kill me.
What concern did you understand Mr. Combs to have?
Objection, Judge.
Sustained.
What was Mr. Combs?
I'm sorry, Judge. I'm going to ask to strike the last answer.
I don't believe she answered.
No, I mean the question and answer before.
Grounds?
403.
That's overruled.
Ms. Clark, what was Mr. Combs' demeanor when he threatened that if anything happened, he would have to kill you?
Calm.
Did you have the opportunity to observe him in this conversation?
Yes.
How did you perceive this threat?
Very serious.
Why is that?
I felt like there was some gravitas to the fact that he might have had issues with Suge.
I'm going to stop you right there, Ms. Clark. What, if anything, did Mr. Offert state when Mr. Combs made that threat to you?
Nothing.
Was he nearby?
He was.
What was his demeanor?
Calm. Stoic.
How did you react when Mr. Combs threatened you?
I said we'll just have to see.
What did you mean by that?
I meant there was nothing I could do in Central Park to convince him that I was a trustworthy person. I knew my character. I knew that I didn't have anything to do with any of that stuff that he would possibly have any.
Objection, Judge.
That's sustained. The jury should disregard the witness's answer. Ms. Steiner.
Did you continue to work for Mr. Combs after this incident?
I did.
Why did you continue to work for him?
I felt maybe I could have been more transparent.
Transparent about your background?
Yes.
Was this the only time that Mr. Combs threatened you?
No.
Capricorn Clark, a former assistant and longtime insider, testified under oath that she was coerced by Diddy to break into Kid Cudi's home. She says he threatened to kill the rapper and forced her into criminal activity. The courtroom sat in silence as she described Diddy's manipulation tactics.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you gotta do that. I was disgusted then when I did it, I'm disgusted now.
As alleged in the indictment, to carry out this conduct, Sean Combs led and participated in a racketeering conspiracy that used the business empire he controlled to carry out criminal activity.
Diddy's defense team fought to get a mistrial, blaming the media frenzy and so-called prejudicial testimony. But the judge wasn't having it. The motion was denied and the trial continues. Day after day, witness after witness, secret after secret.
Did you ever attend the freak-offs, these infamous freak-offs?
Well, I attended a lot of parties with Diddy, but there was never a freak-off. Like, even the word freak-offs, right? We've never used that term whenever we went to a Diddy party. A Diddy party was where most people couldn't get in. And the top of the top, the A-listers are out on the scene. And if you don't have the proper invitation, or if you're not one of the who's of Hollywood, it's impossible to get in. Whatever door they're talking about, the freaky door, I never got an invitation, never knew it existed. And I feel like in my world that I'm in, and I like to party and have fun, at least I would have got an invitation.
Ray J appeared on Piers Morgan to defend Diddy, calling the allegations false and standing by his friend. But many in Hollywood have gone silent. No support, no statements, no defense. The silence is deafening and telling.
Federal trial of Sean Diddy Combs took another dramatic turn today, day 11 of testimony. And what testimony we had. Explosive testimony from this celebrity stylist, Deontay Nash, who described alleged threats, physical abuse, controlling behavior by the hip-hop mogul toward his former girlfriend, Cassandra Ventura, even himself. And I think, by the way, this was brought up during our live show on Law and Crime's YouTube channel. I think this was brought up by Ashley Banfield quite well, that Nash might be the only person who's testified so far that he actually intervened in the alleged abuse of Sean Combs. We're going to get into that, but that is definitely something to make note of. And by the way, he's not the only person who testified. We heard a lot of testimony regarding the circumstances of Kid Cudi's testimony from last week. Remember that? Kid Cudi testified that he was a victim of his house being broken into, his car being set on fire, that he had been dating Cassandra Ventura, seemingly during this breakup that she had with Sean Combs, that he was the victim of retaliation at the hands of Sean Combs. And this is all important for the racketeering charge, right? The more that the prosecution can make the point that Combs was this essential mafia boss, that he was heading up this criminal enterprise that was involved in a whole series of crimes, that's how you get to racketeering. A criminal enterprise that has all of these underlying crimes: forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, sex trafficking. Kid Cudi, pivotal witness for what I would say is multiple predicate crimes. And then we heard from officials today regarding these specific events surrounding Kid